Hello, beautiful people of the internet. My name is Ryan, and welcome in to a blind playthrough of a game called What Remains of Edith Finch. I'm going to start on this screen real quick before we hop into the game, just to tell you a little bit about what you can expect from this playthrough, so that when we get into the game, my attention can be entirely on that. My name is Ryan. I have a master's degree in creative writing. I love reading, as you can tell by these books behind me, and I really love paying attention to story and the writing in this beautiful category of art called video games. I also do a lot of blind playthroughs, and over the course of doing all of those blind playthroughs, I would say no game has been quite as recommended as What Remains of Edith Finch. And because of that, I have remained completely blind. I've avoided any information about the game. I know nothing about what is about to happen other than that it's a relatively short game. I've been told that I could probably finish recording it in a night or two. So this is the first night. We're going to sit down and do some recording and get right into it. So without further ado, I'm going to open up the game and we're going to do this. Let me switch screens real quick and we'll do this. Sorry, you just watched me go flip-flop, but I've heard that being on this side of the screen means I'll be mostly out of the way of what's happening. Okay, it's an Annapurna Interactive game, which is lovely because I played one of those earlier called Outer Wilds, and it became my favorite game of all time. We have organ music in the background. What Remains of Edith Finch. Bear with me if the volume is a little loud. I will turn it down here in a second. Oh, speaking of loud. Okay. We have a... Are we controllable? We're controllable. We have like a... Oh. Like a foghorn on our boat. Right at the end of the music, it transitioned into that. We have birds cawing. The title is like off in the distance, fading away from us. All right. Let's put our thinking hats on, and I'm going to do my best to kind of explain what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling as we get into this, as we go. It's really pretty so far. There's a red solo cup beside me. Puget Sound. Edith Finch. We have tulips? I don't know what flower that is. I can click on the book to open it.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you. And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Oh, okay. I'm going to change the volume a little bit. Wow, okay. A lot of this isn't going to make sense. This is a very literary, this is a short story style intro so far. A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, but I'm just going to start with the house. We have Edith, the Finches, Milton, Lewis. We'll pay attention to this a little bit more soon. Let me go ahead and change the dialogue's already all the way up. Turn those up a little bit. Maybe that down just a tiny bit. And we'll do it again. Okay. Wow, it's beautiful. Dark. Can I move and play like
Someone
normal?
had put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
I got jump scared a little bit there. Okay, so right away we are blurring the lines. I can tell immediately I'm going to love this. We're blurring the lines between a story told and a story experienced. We have a narrator, a female. It sounds to me like a young female voice. Probably Edith, but I don't know. We'll see. That's up for debate. Telling a story to us, but we're also, it's a video game. We're in the middle of it. We're experiencing stuff. We're walking around. If I look at this, will something happen?
My brother Milton disappeared when I was 4. It was like the house just swallowed him up.
Missing if you have information about Milton. Orcas Island. Is this Washington? Is Puget Sound Washington, or is it Oregon? Is that a dumb question? Washington. Let's go. Okay. He was 11. Orcas Island, Washington, age of 11. 4'6", 57 pounds. He was mixed. Blue eyes, black hair. Milton Finch. Wow, this is beautiful. It is very dark here. Following a power line. And then this is the house that was mentioned. Some beautiful flowers. And was illustrated on the bottom half of that first page. The house just swallowed him up. That sounds very,
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
I'm getting major A Series of Unfortunate Events vibes. What was the name of the Series of Unfortunate Events books where they live in a house on a cliff that is falling apart as a hurricane comes in? That's what this house reminds me of. Just this, like, absolutely on the edge of catastrophe house. Okay, so it's going to indicate when I need to click on stuff. Yeah. Ooh.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Yikes. Can I take them? Nope. Ignore those. Lots of papers. We had a knit sweater, but also that forms into like half gloves.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna look at this. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral, so 2010. Milton disappeared 7 years before that. I can already tell this is going to be one of those games where I'm just going to be employing all of my faculties to understand as much as possible. So bear with me if I don't say anything other than just piecing together what's happening. Here's my question. Can it be brighter? Oh, it can be brighter. Okay, we're going to bump the brightness up. Sorry, probably should have done that a little bit earlier. Okay, not bad. So you haven't been back since 2010. Are we jumping? We're pushing. Okay. Protected by video surveillance. Seems a little sketchy.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Okay. So that would be probably Dawn. We don't know who Sanjay is yet. Sanjay. But we have Dawn, who died in 2016. 68 to 2016. This is a family tree with lots of dead ends on it already.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Was she right? Was she correct about that? I have two paths. Two paths diverged in the wood. And I took the one lined by logs or less traveled. Okay, well, we're going this way. Oh, you can zoom. Heck yeah. All right. A frog is croaking. This is beautiful. This is so Washington. Just greenery everywhere. Oh. Okay. Oh, we have ourselves. Okay. That appears to be a ring. And also a leaf on it, potentially. This is all immediate reaction. Very beautiful. Oops. Oh, I can also click to zoom in. Like, everything's a little bit, it's just beautiful. And
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it.
okay, so we've
But
inherited
now
the
I have
house.
questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
So if I had to guess, we're going to be in the type of, like, surrealist, magic realism type of route of genre. The house is being... The way the writing is, it's that the house has the answers. The house swallowed him up. The house is being given agency. There's missing things everywhere. We have this path. The like sound
The
is
woods around
on.
the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something, but never do.
Now the woods is given agency. It gives you this feeling of being a small person surrounded by an enormous and alive world. When the forest has the ability to do stuff, the house does. This music, the piano in the background, is so good. It's haunting. Okay. Sorry, if you can't tell, this is going to be a very slow, thorough playthrough. I should have said that from the start, whether or not you can decide if this playthrough is for you. That's how I like to play games. I like to experience everything that the game can possibly give me, take it as slow as possible, piece stuff together, just sort of pay attention to what we're feeling and what the game is trying to give us. What did the developers intend for this experience? And what can we get from it? Got a wheelbarrow. I can't tell if that is the house, but it is a structure. Okay. Basketball hoop. There's the house. God, this house is gorgeous. I want to live there, except for the fact that I think it's supposed to be giving off sort of haunted vibes. That tree appears to be growing out of it. There's stuff crawling up it in terms of, like, plant life. It's painted a million different colors. There's outside walkways and like, rope bridges. And there's a bird making a beautiful song somewhere over here. This must be the, Can I run? Let's see if there's a control for run. I haven't looked at the... Nope. All right. We're going to do a little bit of backtracking. This won't be the first time, I'm sure. Just to see if this path had anything of note. Some wildlife. Do we have a different view here? Not really. It's not really a functioning road.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
A few hoof prints. Well, I've already backtracked, so I know what that is. I'm coming from the wrong direction, so I know what that is. The text vibe is very, like, it's very, like, sort of indie movie. I don't know how I would best describe it. Yeah, I would say just sort of indie movie vibes. The text sort of on the horizon as we leave, or as we start the game. It disappearing into the distance. This text that appears and then just like fades. Yeah, it's cool. We'll see if they do anything interesting with that. Like the minute a game, this is true in books too, right? Humans are pattern recognizing beings, and so the minute you start a pattern in a work of art, the next thing is to break that pattern.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
In interesting ways. Okay, so our character, which I think we have to assume we're Edith. We have a ring here actually, yeah, and the thing is the same, like the sleeve. So we have to assume we're Edith at this point. Unless proven otherwise, we're Edith. Edith has been dreaming of the house. We'll see if they break any patterns in like interesting ways or ways that might teach us anything. You know, a lot of times in like a moment of like importance, you can break a pattern that you've already established, and that will. What is that? It's like a Loch Ness monster. It's like a little. God, this house is incredible. Missing again. You know what other vibe I'm getting? I'm getting very much like A Rose for Emily by William Faulkner. Like, or like there's this like southern sort of gothic vibe where it's like, this is the story of how my family fell completely apart. The death of Milton going lost to Lewis dying to...
I asked Edie once about the dragon in the pond. She said it had killed her husband. I was 6. It seemed like an odd joke to me even then.
Edie. I don't see an Edie. Ah, up here. Okay. Also died in 2010. Husband, Odin? 1937? No, there's no shot. I'm not good at math. Odin would have been 37 when Edie was born? Is it Edie and Sam? I'm a little bit confused. I'll figure it out later. We will figure it out eventually. Okay, dragon in the thing. An odd joke. I love that basketball goal so much.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
What a strange thing to say about the place you grew up. It made me uncomfortable in a way.
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I have to say, the exposition is good here. So exposition, like explaining of what the situation is as we're in the middle of the situation. I'm so nervous to get to the house. I'm going to check the front out real quick before we go in. We have a ramp. ADA accessible. Love to see it. Stained glass front window of something that I can't... Got a door. I'm not going to go through the door just yet. The game is doing exposition pretty well. Exposition can be really annoying. When it's done badly, like, you can always tell. You're like, the story is about X, but they just keep finding a way to talk about Y, you know? That's a sign that, like, the exposition is pretty bad. But so far, we're getting all the details in pretty normal ways. Like, the character is finding an opportunity to talk about her feelings and what's happening to her. And along the way, she drops some info that we might need to know. She's 17 now, etc. Okay, do we go in the front door? Gary's pot and mix with Macro Maxi nutrients.
I hoped the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Okay.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
This is going to be such... I love this. This is going to be a game about environmental clues. All right, we have... I believe that is a mounted couple of string instruments, like a cello and a violin, maybe. We have books everywhere, stacked alongside the staircase. We have a like a stair chair. I don't know what they're called. Views at the back. We have packed cardboard. Lots of cardboard. We have a cane. So potentially some more elderly residents with a cane / potentially just, you know, harder to walk. Lots of books. Wind chime. We can't open the garage door. Oh, there it is. All right, I'm going to be here for the rest of the game. It's been nice getting to hang out. This is going to be me for a while. I just want to listen to this wind chime. Oh, we're in.
Crawling
I'm
through
scared.
the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
All right. The light and the like dust motes coming through the garage. Beautiful. What I was trying to say earlier about the like sound and the music and the like art in general is that it's kind of this like muted oh, stalled a little bit. I hope that my PC is doing okay. Always nervous recording a new game. And I have all the settings on like ultra. What are these? Those like dog treats? What are those? I need a flashlight. Anyways, everything's just like slightly muted, I would say. Okay, so we have lots of normal household stuff, it appears. Lots of gardening stuff. So much gardening stuff. I don't know what those are. To me, it kind of suggests like spilled dog food or something, but I don't know. Lots of fertilizer. And then books on like cooking. Yeah, mostly cooking. Okay. Interesting. Freezer. A board in the middle of the jack. That's an interesting item. I don't know what that is. Kind of want a flashlight. I hope they give me a flashlight. God, I love these. The tennis ball when you drive your car in. I don't know why I love them so much. It just kind of reminds me of my grandparents, I guess. A couple hanging cars. Or, sorry, bicycles. Old style vacuum.
For the first time in years,
For the first time in years. January 2010. Edith, Milton, Lewis, Dawn, and Edie. So we're looking at the three kids, their mother, and their grandmother.
I felt like I was home.
I mean, you kind of are home. Into what used to be your home, I guess. My God, the books. It's kind of incredible. There's dirty plates everywhere, it looks like. There's
But
like...
instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
It's messy. There's still Chinese takeout stuff. But, like, there's books everywhere. I love it. Aw. Aw. We have Edie. We have Dawn. Edith. Named after Grandma, perhaps? Lewis. And in loving memory of Lewis. November of 2010. I think that calendar was January 2010. Or 2010. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, great-grandson to Edie. So, once again, we're having, like, information by omission, right? By this point, Milton was gone. Milton had died at 11, and then Lewis at that point was... Sorry, I'm trying to do math. 22? He was 21, almost 22.
Like how after Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Okay. So they have a cat, Molly. So much salmon. We have apple pie. Something's making noises in this house.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Yeah, I hadn't thought about that with the way your house is built or located. Oh my god, the amount of tuna. It's like the wind blowing through something. Through the vent? Can't tell. Okay, I'm trying to be thorough. Try not to miss anything here.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
So, that tells us this is the
It was
night...
like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
that they left. Okay. Quite the mess. Edie was on oxygen.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
So I did that math wrong. Great-Grandma Edie? So who is Dawn's? No, it goes through Gus. Gus's parents would have been... I'm trying to... It's like reading 100 Years of Solitude and caring way too much about the family tree. Leaves like this. Are they... I don't understand it exactly. We'll figure it out eventually. Okay. I was reading that for a second that Dawn and Gus were married, but I think that's not true. I think it is these three are brother and sister. Our siblings. Oh, this is going to test my IQ, ain't it? We'll figure it out eventually. Okay, we have a wreckage of something out there. Window to the garage. Very effective window. Very effective window. Hey, I remember these. Like an iPhone dock. An iPod dock from 2010. Oh my god. I'm gonna like this room, I think. Not yet there. Furniture completely broken. It was like a bomb had gone off. Killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
That is horrifying. Okay. Okay, Edith. Okay. That's an absolutely horrifying thing to say. Oh, buddy. Cat bed, potentially? Yarn? Chair is beautiful. Holy shit. I would put this chair in my house right now.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house, after it sank.
Oh, see, there it is. Doing special stuff with the text. Okay. The original house after it sank. There was an original house. You know what else this reminds me of? This reminds me of that house in somewhere in California. I've actually visited it. I've driven past it. I haven't visited it. Where supposedly this like widow just kept building and building and building and never stopped renovating the house. That's, I mean, similar vibes. Original house that sank. So we have a carriage here, like a buggy. House here. Where did it sink? Is it that thing out the window? Is it that? I think it might be. Oh my god, it is. Oh my god, that is it. Wow. I just keep looking back and forth. I'm sorry. I'm probably making you dizzy. Huh. And they dug up bricks and brought it out here? What for? Seems like a lot of work. These family portraits. Boxes. Okay. Oh, man. This bookshelf is going to make me... Nobody who has a bookshelf like this deserves to have bad things happen to them. That's a goddamn cool bookshelf. Oh, I'm so jealous. This chair has seen better days, but... Wow, with the ladder? Oh, that's so cool. I want it. My IKEA bookshelves cannot compare. Okay, we have a basement. We have also bug collecting. Interesting. Couple birds here. Suggesting somebody served at some point. Couple birds up there too. Aha. We'll go downstairs. However, this is Barbara. I do see a Barbara. So if we take each of these lines as generations, we have 1, Edith, parents' generation, grandparents' generation, including Barbara, and then great-grandparents' generation, Edie and Odin. I think that's the way that I should read it. I don't understand what Ingeborg means, Sven, Sanjay. Maybe these are... And K here as well. Don't know. Music box?
Great-grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Why is Sasquatch in the background? Great-grandpa Sven. So it is. Edie and Odin are brothers. Edie married Sven. On this side, had these kids. Odin and Ingeborg had Walter, it looks like. Don't understand exactly how these work. Maybe Don and Sanjay had... I don't know exactly what that works. Sven for his daughter, Barbara. She died at 16. Everybody is dying tragically young here. 10 years, 16 years, 11 years, 33 years, 50, 50, 90. And then 13 years, 1 year. Wow. So Edith's mom had lost 2 brothers very young. Why is Sasquatch in the background? All right, whatever you say. Barbara Finch. My friend Bigfoot, it says. Is that a movie set? That's Edith and Lewis and Milton and Dawn, I think. Oh, man. I'm already into the mystery of this. I don't even know what the mystery really is. I think so far, this is a good time to talk about it, right? Like, I think so far the questions are going to be like, oh my God. First off, my immediate question, what the fuck is that? That is a door with the thing that we saw in the garage, blocking it off, with like foam around it, and also incredible bookshelf. Packing. So my first question is like, what happened the night that the thing blew up? Why do people keep dying young in this cursed family? And why was the house being built this way? Like continually added on to potentially? The spirit among us? That's sus. So this is back to the kitchen. So what the hell do we have over here? I'm guessing this is going to be locked.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Yep. This will be our next chapter once we can find that key. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement. So what looms in the dark behind this family's history and behind the walls of this house? There's birds everywhere. Bird here, bird there, bird on the thing. Is that particularly problematic? No, but there were also birds on the books. The raw fowl. Just trying to figure out what the symbolism is. Okay. This door. I have questions. It gives me the creeps. so we have... Those are packing peanuts. Okay, so we had a bag of packing peanuts.
My
in the,
mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Wasn't much of an optimist, but never stopped believing this. I guess that could insinuate a couple things. Old style oil lantern, by the way. Could suggest... sort of an irrational reluctance to let go, which would make, you know, it's her child. That would make sense.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Okay. There's a lot of fingers pointing to the last night. So I think that's definitely one of the major questions. What happened on the last night? This house is so... I know it's like, you know, potentially haunted / killing off the members of the family / you know, I don't know what's going on with this house, but God, is it cool. It's got some cool furniture. What is happening here? What is happening? I need to know. It's like bolted there. I have to know. So this must be for Grandma, for Edie. Barbara Finch.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Sealed up. That's your mom's work, like truly sealed. After Milton disappeared. I have to keep remembering. Milton is the one who died young. Super young. Or who disappeared super young. And Lewis died.
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Is that what those are? What? So all of the doors are like this? This house is crazy. What? I want this chair. Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes. Okay, so this looks like a Christmas. Dawn, Edie, Edith, Milton, and Lewis. Orcas Island, by the way. Where are you?
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
You look like an Odin. Okay. This is where I wish I knew my Norse mythology. Because there have been books about Norse mythology. Like, I'm always looking at the bookshelves, and here's why. The environmental details tell us what to pay attention to. If the books here were all about, you know, stories of kids killing their parents, you know, like those kind of myths or whatever, or it would lend a certain kind of vibe, we'd be paying attention to that. These direct our attention the same way that anything does. The decorations, whatever. Instead, it's been lots of food. So much food. Which suggests maybe, it suggests a lot of things, but to me it suggests like family memories and dinner together and like close-knit, lots of care around the dinner table. We'll see. There's been something about Norse myths. There's been raw fowl. There's been a couple things about birds. Taming the Sea, A Fisherman's Guide. A Viking family. Yeah. Nope. A Viking's belly. Maybe some Norse mythology stuff going on here. I don't know. The Seattle Public Market? I think it is. My Friend Bigfoot. Introducing Barbara Finch.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Okay. And this would be Edie's daughter. Dawn's aunt. Wine cellar. Child stars. Barbara Finch. Child stars. Interesting. We have an outlet here going upstairs. Okay. A potentially locked room. A Pie for Piper. Okay. The Weird. Yep, that's how I'm feeling right now. Swedish Folktales. Slaughterhouse 5. Ooh. Our first... No. This is all literary references. Holy shit. Okay. So stuff is different here. All of a sudden, we're in a different part of the house. House of Leaves. I'm seeing Metamorphosis. I'm seeing 100 Years of Solitude. Swan's Way. Okay. Now we are to some more literary stuff. I'm trying to think if there's anything in common between these. We have Jabberwocky. Infinite Jest, first off. I have that book right here. It's 4 times that size. How dare you? And Slaughterhouse 5 is a 5th of that size. East of the... I thought that was going to say East of Eden. Just east of the something. Okay, I have to stop looking. Barbara. Interesting. So there are peepholes here, huh? And it is...
Barbara was a child star for 2 years.
That's so cool.
Until America grew out of it.
That's so cool. We can look through it. Barbara was a child star for 2 years. We have light coming out of this, which is kind of creepy in the middle. We have a Sasquatch thing there, poster, or like stand-up thing. Huh. Okay, I have to go back down. I'm going to check the thing that we missed. There was a... I didn't realize you could walk into the peepholes. We have Barbara. For 2 years. What's here?
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
First off, that explains the birds. Obviously, their last name is Finch. Every Finch that ever lived is buried somewhere in the library? I don't know what that means. I mean, there's the phrase like burying yourself in a book, but truly buried? Oh, buddy. What a weird house. What a cool and weird house. All right, let's do this one first. This is Molly, sister to Barbara, died 3 years after Barbara was born. This is like princess style for sure.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Tree branches. There's a shark here. I mean, very cool houses. More stones. There's something like something Calvin. There's like moss and vines. Sort of a like tulip flower leaf bed. I keep hitting the wrong button to get out of here. Okay, there's Molly. East of the sun, west of the moon is what it was. 100 Years of Solitude. All right. I love that they have... No, first off, nobody has this many copies of Infinite Jest. If they do, that's a major red flag. One copy is probably half a copy too many. All right, what is
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
I'm going to say, what is this room? Great Uncle Walter. Okay. 52 to 2005. So 2005 to 2016 was just a bad year. Just bad set of years. No, 2003, 2005, 2010, 2010, 2016. Shit.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Why is that? We have the house. This is 100% their house. Sunk to the bottom. The Finches. This is very cool.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Lewis told me there were secret passages. 20,000 leagues under the sea. I need 2 different keys? No. I need 1 more key. Where does this go?
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Chapter 1, A Runaway Reef.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Okay. Interesting. What my mom had been afraid of. Okay. I mean, should we go? Do it. Music.
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Yep. It says Milton right there. Okay. We have a cat's head on top of something, I can't tell. Maybe just scribbles. It kind of looks like Edith returning home. Tea set. More stained glass. Trees.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Reading this. Don't know what that means.
But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Reading this, it kind of sounds like I had a plan. This
Just
is
like
the
I
way.
had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
So I don't know how to read that exactly. Reading this, it sounds like I had a plan. But we do have the sense of our narrator is not standing next to us talking to us. It appears that our narrator is sort of writing or telling a report afterwards of some sort, right? So we have some sort of like this lends to the like literary document. It's kind of like how they used to tell stories, epistolary stories, aka stories written not like, you know, Carlisle walked down the street and looked for, you know, whatever. It would be like in the form of a letter. This is what happened yesterday. This has some of that like cross-genre thing where there's text on the screen. It also sounds like Edith is telling or writing the story of what happened. Reading this now. Orcus Island cat. Cabs. So the peepholes distort stuff so much.
I grew up looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
And now we're there again. Yeah. There's a theme there of like accurately seeing stuff, especially peepholes. Sorry, through people through peepholes. Sorry. We have Mount Rainier. Monsters, beasts, magical realism. Let's go. I already said that today. A short walk in the something Magic Mountain. We have very fairy tale nature
Being inside
vibes.
for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Sure. Three little pigs.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's hilariously meta. Which is kind of, so far, what's going on with this room for me, right? We have bedroom inside a bedroom. We just saw it one way, and now we've stepped into it another way. We have this, like, fairy tale land with these fairy tale magical realist stories. And the thing about Molly is that Edith didn't meet her by 52 years. Like, not even close. And so we're learning about this woman's life through the, like, assorted accoutrements she left behind kind of thing. I don't know what that is. A whistle of some sort. There's definitely something here about, like, parsing the true person. Ant farm. I can't tell what that says. Some sort of trophy. Unicorn. Molly Finch.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
I'll be gone soon. How do you know that? That's wild.
I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Do we play here, or is this a movie? We play here, okay? Very eerie that Molly would know that she was going to die. Mom sent me to bed without dinner. So this would be Edie. This would be great-grandma Edie. Fish. Jar on the floor.
My Halloween candy was all gone.
So we've switched narrators here. Oh, this is making me think about the overall structure of the game. Okay. So far, this is exactly like what we've just been inside of. And we just talked about how what we were inside of, in Edith's perspective and narrative, felt very written. And so I have to imagine that in the world we just left, we are in a written document of some sort. The same way that right now we are in Molly's journal, potentially the day before she died. Gerbil food.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, yikes. It's just a carrot, I guess. Okay. There's a door. Another door.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
The letters just became three-dimensional. Okay. Good for you. Christopher didn't deserve to die, although I'm sure that he did anyways. In the end, this is how things happened, December 1947. So eerie. Did you cut a starfish in half? Edie and Sven. And then Molly. Okay. Can you even see up there? That's like really high.
I kept
Toothpaste?
eating and eating.
No, that's not good. Is that why you're gonna die? Oh no. And then I kept shitting and shitting. Just kidding.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Oh no. So if you died from eating stuff because your mom wouldn't feed you, this would be a reason why the house is filled with eating books and why we've made such a big deal about eating so far. And also, that would be a
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
major tragedy. Okay, bird. Hot air balloons.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her.
Chained windows.
And suddenly, I was a cat.
Okay, yep. Very normal thing to have happen. Yes, suddenly I was a cat. A very normal thing has happened. Can I fall? I could probably fall, right? I don't want to fall. The house did not go any higher at this point. I think I have to follow you. Okay. I made it. That's good.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Yep, bird is scared. We're seeing glimpses inside the window. Also, check out this dock. And a statue of a man? Inside is presents under the Christmas tree. Couple books on the shelf there. Oh, buddy. I don't know where the bird went. I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy. I was engrossed in the family story. The window there. Can I go down real quick? Yep, there's that same piece of furniture. Okay. A frisbee that was lost. I love how this game tells stories.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
It's so linear, moment to moment, but it is very not linear. Like, there's truly, you know, other than that fork we took in the woods, on the road, not a lot of options. So this would be Odin and... No, this is Sven and Edie. Probably. Maybe? I don't know. I'm still confused by the family tree. I'll get it. I'll get over it eventually. I promise. I'll figure it out eventually. The family tree. There's a lot of family members to keep track of. Okay, there was construction happening on this end of the house. Maybe this is the garage. I don't know where I'm supposed to go from here. This way? Yep, okay. Okay. Oh, buddy, this is very far. So I wonder if she's dreaming. Gotta be a dream. We have a treehouse.
I could tell she was getting really tired.
I don't know where she went, but this is crazy. Okay. The pigs. We just saw them.
Now I was up in the big tree.
It makes us look this way towards this statue.
I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
All I cared about was eating the mama bird because I was so hungry.
I gobbled her up.
Yoo!
And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Little teeth nibbling in the grass. Okay, we have a barn. Wild. Field. We have a road. Can't tell where I'm supposed to go, but probably towards grass.
Rabbits.
Windmill. Rabbits. Yep, more rabbits. What an interesting... I truly have no idea what to expect next. I have no idea where we're headed after this. Are we following the road? I can't tell. Rabbits here. I'm just following rabbits. Oh, I'm supposed to hit that. Oops. I did not succeed. Rabbits. Try this. Oh, there it is. It's so, everything is so menacing.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Like my brother and sister. Everything is so cutesy. Just absolutely... It's like menacing,
a mama
cloaked,
rabbit.
and cutesy. Where? I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I'll be honest with you. I didn't see the mama rabbit. Hearing nibbling, but I'm not seeing that right there. Okay. Not the mama.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
She has a very active imagination. That's the thing we know from her, right? From her room. Shark on land. Ow. We broke our back. We're a shark that is very stuck. I can kind of move a little bit. Do we just keep rolling downhill? I got wedged. Couldn't tell you. Couldn't tell you. Don't know what's happening. Nope. There we go. Put me in the water.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Oh, yeah. Hungry shark. Menacing sounds.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
And then you smelled blood in the water, and it was over? Yep.
I grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
So, what I would say so far about this narrative that's super interesting is we trust that Molly is correct about the circumstances, about that Molly is going to tell you a true story because she accurately says it's late 1947 and I'll be dead soon. You're like, okay, she knows something. She's 10 years old and she knows something. But then she tells us of a dream, most likely. It's not that it's not true necessarily. It's just that it's What am I? Oh no, I don't like it. Am I a snake? Oh, I'm like some sort of tentacled something. A boat on the water? Oh shit. Oh no. This is gonna be bad. We're gonna bring this whole boat down. Oh, this is so creepy.
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
There's a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. Yeah, it's a ferry. This is the Finch Fishing Co. Not good. This is about to be real bad.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh no. Oh god. First off, can I go this way too? I don't know, but I'm inside of the speaker. It's so loud. Holy shit. Okay, let's go upstairs. This is so creepy. How many people are gonna
stop, but also I didn't.
Oh. It's so creepy. I cannot say how creepy I find this. That guy's dead. He was yummy. Oh yeah. Oh, hi, buddy. Hello.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Okay.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
The way the controls are different every time, or every new being. It's very cool. It's very like we feel the transformation that each of the animals is going through, or beasts. Coming out of the toilet, love that. Big fan. The perspective changes too. Like the owl, you couldn't look up because it was looking down. Here we're back in Molly's room.
I got closer and closer.
Yep. I recognize that toilet. He's not at the window. Are you gonna eat your own gerbil? Please tell me you eat your gerbil. That'd be so cool. Oh my god, we're back in the same room that we've had a perspective of a couple different times. As a bird. Oh, we're slithering. We're slithering. Oh, buddy. I did accidentally fuck that up and got very confused about where I was going.
All of my stomach started growling.
You go up the wall.
And suddenly,
Oh,
I was
God.
weak. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Oh, buddy. That's cool. That's so cool. That alone, that right there, that second that we just that story that we just saw. Remove it from the context of the rest of this game. You've got yourself a working and successful short story right there. Just that alone, just text, you've got yourself a working short story. Woo! I got chills. That is probably.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
I'm not sure I believed all of it, but Edie would have. And we have all of these different names that don't have drawings beside them now. I wonder where we'll go next. That is going to do it for this episode of What Remains of Edith Finch. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm going to keep recording, and I think we'll be here for longer than another hour or so, probably. I'm going to keep taking my time. I really hope that you've enjoyed this first episode. For those of you who don't know, the way this is going to work is a new episode of this game will come out every day, probably at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, until the game is done. That's the whole story. Yeah, it'll come out once a day, every single day. If you liked any part of this video, if you liked the adventure that we're off on so far, and it is an adventure, I have no idea what to expect next. Feel free to hit the video with a like or leave me a positive comment down below. Those help out with the YouTube algorithm. If you don't know what to say, you could just leave a heart. You know, that's my favorite kind of comment to read, is just some hearts. I love those. I'm excited to see where this goes, and so I'm going to have to end this video here so that I can go record another one and keep going. I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, have a great rest of your day. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.